Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on Aldo today. We're just going to jump in with Fjorm and clean up. Shouldn't take too long. It's a pretty straightforward map. Fjorm pretty much tanks everything here, especially with Veil support. Yeah, this is... I don't know, man. This is kind of too strong. I think having Veil in Chaos Season is kind of too strong. There really isn't much that you can do to counter this without Blue Feud or maybe Red Feud. This is a really nice Owain, by the way. But yeah, without some type of feud skill, not much that you can do to avoid getting hard countered by this, or maybe just meeting the res check, but it's hard to know what the res of that Veil is going to be. So typically you probably want to aim for like 64, somewhere around there, which is very high, especially in Chaos Season. I don't see how you're going to meet that unless you're like running some crazy res stack unit like Sonya, rearm Sonya, but yeah, it's still pretty high, man. I don't know. So yeah, we're going to take this out. Shouldn't be too hard, as I said. And from there, that's it. I love that he's just put the pots like right in front of me. Thank you. Which is why this is going to be so easy. I don't have to stress about how to get the pots. And then we'll just clean up the rest from there. Kind of wanted to break that structure, but it is what it is. We'll take out whatever is left from there. I think we should be left with at least Olivia, which will be a kill for Veil. But yeah, I'll just take the range units for now because we weren't able to break the structure there. Not enough actions. Maybe I could have set it up different if I had placed Fjorm in a different spot, but not going to stress too much about it. Alright. Whack. And Byleth doing a big load of nothing. And his special is gone. Not that it would have mattered anyway, but I mean, just to rub salt on the wounds. You know, really, man, I've been thinking that this game mode, Chaos Season in general, needs to be like completely removed from Ether Raids and placed into like a different section. Because I don't want to have to play this. It's like it feels completely pointless. There really aren't any rewards, really. It feels more like a training ground than anything else. And if you already understand the basic mechanics of Ether Raids, then this really does nothing for you. I mean, it does give a break between seasons.
We'll carve a path.
I guess they wanted to add that so that they could improve the rotations of mythics. Because right now it would have been after season and then back to dark season afterwards, light and dark season afterwards. But I mean, really, this gap in between, I mean, once a month, I don't really see the purpose of it. I think this Chaos Season game mode could really just be used as an avenue for people who don't understand Ether Raids to just be taught more about it, because it has all the mechanics and it doesn't really punish you for losing, and it gives you like the opportunity to learn how to score the maximum. It has everything in it that you need to teach someone how to play Ether Raids, but it's just not like, for someone who already understands Ether Raids, it really does nothing at all. So I'm just trying to get through the week pretty much, so I can go back to the regular seasons. But GG's. It's been another one. See you in the next match. Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on a Japanese player here in a rematch. And this one is actually looking pretty interesting here. There's a +10 Soren here, because he has it as his lead character on the rematch screen. So I figured I'd go ahead and pick this one up since it's the only rematch that they currently have. Yeah, let's see what this one's about. The plan here is to probably break these structures and initiate on Horseboy, Sigurd, Horse Sigurd, Dancer Sigurd, and then from there figure out the rest, because really what I want to do is get the dance off the board and then I can figure out the rest from there. Oh, another +10 Soren with canter control as well. Very nice. This is the one that I saw on the rematch screen. Very, very well invested. Clearly a fan here. And there's Korin and Sanaki. Now, once we get Sigurd off the map, things should be good, but I think I just noticed a problem there.
Like the wind!
Because this is Dancer Sigurd, he's gonna move. Well, not because it's Dancer Sigurd, because Korin is the far save. She's gonna end her turn and he's gonna dance her, which is a problem. My strategy actually revolved around initiating with Wind Tribe Dagger. Although it would be a one-shot, I was actually trying to plan around taking him out that way, but that doesn't look like it's going to be an option. I do have to at least get these traps out of the way, because the second option would have to be to initiate with Goveg. Taking out Korin on turn 1 would mean that Sanaki is going to get danced, and she has far too much range with Sigurd here, so it's really not an option. Even if she isn't the one that gets danced, Soren also has far too much range. Not an option either. With the canter control on the board, I just don't believe I'd be able to get out of the way far enough. This is a very well designed map. A lot of thought went into it. Just looking at it right now. Initial inspection, you'd think, or I thought I would be able to initiate on that Sigurd there, but I totally forgot about that end turn mechanic with the Dragon Veins, so that actually messed me up there. Also, I should have broken that face statue because I meant to canto there with Dagger, but it's not broken, so another problem. At least this one I think I can fix. I think I just have to break it, and Peony should be able to reach that spot there, and then I should be able to dance out dual Wind Tribe Kagero.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is actually quite challenging, because I was going to use, well, the plan was to break the Dark Shrine and the face statue, go up with Dagger on probably turn 2 or 3, and then initiate, and then dance with Peony. That way I'd be able to get the Gale Force off. But because Sigurd is going to move,
we'll make a path.
It's going to be a bit harder to take out the Dancer, which is really the one that you want to go after in this situation here. And also, no, I don't bring Isolation with me anywhere. If you've seen any of my offense playthroughs, I typically don't bring Isolation with me, which, hindsight, probably should, because the majority of the plays that I'm making are really targeted at taking out the Dancer. Once you're able to do that, you have a much higher percentage of successfully clearing a map with hit and run. But as you can see there, Sigurd moved, and ooh, that is so well planned out, because there's really no reason for him to be in that corner by himself. Because the other thing that I was thinking was that you could break the statues and then try to bait him, but if you don't realize that he's going to move, he would just move over and get danced, and well, maybe that would have activated the map. I don't know. Maybe I should have tried that. But yeah, well, actually no, Sanaki would have just moved first, I think, and then gotten danced probably. I don't know, man. I didn't do it, so there's no point in thinking about it now. So the next plan here is we're going to have to initiate with Golveg, because the flame terrain should reduce the movement of the enemy team. So with that in mind, maybe Sigurd won't be able to reach Sanaki to dance her, and then I can figure out how to get everything off the board the following turn. But for right now, I think it's probably best just to try to set up in this right-hand corner here. Canto control is going to be a pain. And I gotta get the shrine off the board, the Bright Shrine. Setting up over here is probably the best option because it gives me two-way movement, either up or across, but I'm thinking across might be best. Initiating on that spot there that I disarmed the trap. And then, I don't know, we're just gonna have to figure it out as it comes along because we're really playing this one on the fly here. This is really all fast and loose. Very nice. That Sigurd really baited me out. I did not consider that at all. That was a big mistake on my part because probably would have approached this differently if I had seen that. Not that I really have anything that could have handled that Sanaki in enemy phase. I don't have all of my all of my teams have some type of debuff thing on them. I didn't have Peony on the teams that she needed to be on to be able to tackle something like this. So we're gonna have to just try to think this through and see if I can come up with a half decent plan here because no other options.
It will be so.
So this is an option, but I think the flame terrain isn't gonna go across in the way that I want it. So it's probably better if I initiate from below. And also, if I do that, I could reposition with now if I do that, then there's too many units that get stuck there. Okay, so I thought about it for a little bit. Well, actually quite a lot. And I think we're gonna have to go this route so that we get the flame tiles horizontal or yeah, there's gonna be across the front row. That should slow down Sanaki a little bit, and then from there, ideally I would have liked to have taken out at least one of the ranged threats, but it's not gonna happen.
I don't back down.
Because that trap is real, and the gamble on one of those two hex traps is too risky at this point. So also I could just back out right here, but I don't know if there's a lot of value in that. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. Alright, so I think I've made the decision to take out Corrin. I think it's the better option. Although I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. Because ultimately I just don't want Sanaki to get danced. So
like the wind.
It might be the wrong decision. Because also I'm anticipating Oder to move first. But Sigurd might not be able to reach Oder. Well, Sigurd won't be able to reach Oder. So he's gonna dance one of the range units. Actually, I think I might have made the bad decision there, the wrong choice. I mean, it's fine as long as Sanaki moves before Soren. If Sanaki moves before Soren, then I'm pretty sure that Sigurd can't dance her. I think that should be fine.
Maybe this way. Leave it to us.
But we're just gonna have to see. I think this is as far back as I can get here. The thing is, if I hadn't, well, let's see. Oh, that's bad. Yeah. Yeah, I think the better play would have been to not take out Corn, because I had more movements in terms of escaping with Golveg, and I would have had more options in terms of placing my units in the back row here, because that was her maximum range where she ended up right there, and I
Let's go.
didn't anticipate that, man. I didn't plan that one properly. Oof. But man, that's a good defense for you, man. That's very nice. No complaints on my part, man. We'll play another one, man. That was a really nice map.